So, The Boys, episode 5. I'm really not a fan of these political messages on these shows. The racial messages was so in my face this episode, and you'd think I'd be numb to it at this point. And I don't want to hear shit in my comments about, oh, they're just making fun of the politics. Need I remind you that on Pride Month, they literally had a pride parade in the middle of one of these episodes in this season. I don't give a about nothing you're going to tell me. I'm sick and tired of being preached to. I will never stop bringing it up because I want it to change. So I will voice my concerns about it. It's cringe as I want good stories out of the people who want me to spend my money and my time on their product. We get it, there are going to be bad people and hateful people in this world, but it's not everyone. In fact, I would venture to guess and say it's very few. At least in my opinion, as a 6'2" black man built like this and never been arrested or profiled in literal Georgia. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like seriously, what does that tell you? But anyway, back to the show. The stupid musical number makes no sense. I really do hate when these super serious shows try to be a little these cute numbers to try to give it a little bit of levity to the situation. It's like they want to break from all the gore and death and etc. in a show called The Boys. A show that's literally adapting a comic book that is equally, if not, and I would argue more intense than the show. So don't pussy halfway through the season. I honestly don't like when they do this. It's mad corny. Like seriously, who's writing this show? A bunch of kids? This is not good for me. But aside from that, I really didn't enjoy this episode, if I'm being real, because it's just reinforcing the idea that black people are constantly and perpetual victims, and so it's really kind of annoying and a little bit of a spit in the face because the showrunners have been really slick about how they view the state of black life in America, and it's honestly annoying. Like seriously, this type of persecution and etc. does not happen on the freaking every single second of every single day. It just further perpetuates the victim narrative that black people in general constantly go through, and I'm so sick of it, seeing it in media and even in real life to some small extent. So every time I see A Train this season, I get a little bit of boredom out of it because I'm just like, we're gonna do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Please change this narrative in storytelling with black characters being quote unquote sellouts and losing touch with the community or whatever the hell, especially given the fact that I'm pretty sure that white people are writing this show and writing the character of A Train, so you know it's going to be hollow at best. We got some development with the Soldier Boy plot, and they are definitely building him up to be a strange, seemingly just as evil mirror of Homelander, which should be fun to see them bounce off of each other. Both actors are incredible, Anthony Starr and the ever so famous Jensen Ackles. Their performances have always been incredible to me. Drew and MM are slowly getting on good terms again, predictably of course, because obviously they're going to work together again in this show. They're not just going to just stop all of a sudden. And of course, we have to have a girl boss moment because strong, independent woman Starlight does not need her man to be saving her, of course, because her partner is an insecure soy boy male who can't even open a freaking pickle jar. But hey, at least we got the pickle jar payoff, am I right? So that was still annoying, you know, but at least the writers are self-aware the fact that they keep writing Huey in this perpetual soy boy state. And it's always increasingly more and more annoying. He even made a statement about it saying, oh, is this the kind of Huey you want? Or do you want scared, always constantly tripping over himself Huey, basically? And I'm like, yeah, I would rather have Huey who is drunk off power than being the same beta male, in a way, cuck of a guy that we've been dealing with for these past seasons. And that's one of the main things for me. They never change Huey's character arc whatsoever. It's always the same thing. He's always the fish out of water, way in over his head guy who's constantly having to be saved, and they have to clean up his mess whenever he does something stupid. It's so tired at this point. Oh, and by the way, Butcher and Queen Maeve get it on, which is honestly kind of funny. I don't know why it's funny. It's just kind of hilarious to me that these two are just literally shagging. It's just not the pairing that I would expect, but then again, the heart wants what the heart wants, I guess, and two shitty people, I guess, come together in the weirdest ways. I mean, Butcher, to be fair, I do not blame you. I mean, she is a baddie. We also got an incredible scene with Butcher, great acting towards him. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about how much he truly does hate Supes and everything involved with him, and how, of course, they're going with the comic book storyline about he wants to kill every single person infected with Compound V, and see if they're gonna pay that off. I wanna say that, you know, they're gonna go through with it, but they changed a lot in this show, so who knows what they will do with this storyline. Aside from that, yeah, the racial messaging in this episode didn't do it for me. It's just the same old story for black stories, you know, same old storyline for black characters. You get the point, and it's not good. Not really, no. It's overplayed, it's unnecessary, and it's constantly being beaten over our head. Especially as a black man, I'm getting tired of this freaking stereotype and this storytelling. I don't know if they're gonna get rid of Stan Edgar. I kind of really enjoyed his character. I don't know if he's really done, but we'll see in the coming episodes, I guess. Not really too much to say about this episode. It was whatever to me because of the stupid politics they're shoving in my face again. So it's whatever, I guess. I don't know. It's really just starting to take me out of all of these stories, and I hate to constantly, you know, reiterate it over and over again. So yeah, that's the end of the video. That's all I had to say about it. Like, comment, share, subscribe to all the good stuff, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.